Hey Nash, what should we make?
We have that leftover pork loin from last video. You should make some stuff out of that and show everyone some dishes they can make using leftovers.
All right, let's make a feast of leftover pork loin. A cheesy pork noodle bake, pork with garlic sauce, and a pork banh mi sandwich. Previously on Chaos Kitchen, we made a grilled pork loin. And today we're gonna show you 3 recipes you can make with the leftovers from that pork loin. So we're gonna do a cheesy pork pasta bake thingy. We're gonna do a pork with garlic sauce, kind of a stir fry deal. And then we're going to do a pork banh mi sandwich. And these are all really easy. Without further ado, let's go. First, we're gonna start with the pork with garlic sauce because this one, we're gonna marinate the meat. I know it sounds weird to marinate something that's already cooked, but we're gonna cook it more. So bear with me. And hey, if you're in a hurry and you wanted to skip this step, you could, but this is what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna slice this into kind of bite-size-ish pieces like that. And then we're going to just do this. About a 1/2 inch, and then just cut these into strips. So same thing. So we're looking for pieces kind of like that. And we're gonna put all these in this little bag. So now for our marinade, in a small bowl, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of hoisin sauce, and 2 tablespoons of ketchup. And we mix this. And we pour this into our pork. Combine this, set it aside, and for the time being, we let it sit. Next up, for our banh mi, or Vietnamese pork sandwich, we have a daikon radish and an oddly girthy carrot. Let's start with the radish. We are going to, so we're just gonna kind of chop the edges off this guy. We're gonna chop this into matchsticks, or julienne. And we're gonna throw all these into a bowl. Now we're gonna do the same thing with our carrot. Now to this, we're gonna put some seasoned rice vinegar. It's basically this rice vinegar seasoned for sushi rice. You could just use rice vinegar. I'll post in the recipe how to make, if you don't have this, how to make it with just regular rice vinegar. Basically just add salt and sugar, but I'll post the recipe below. So then we're just gonna let these marinate in this for the time being. So now we got our banh mi started. We got our pork with garlic sauce started. So now let's start on the third one, the cheesy pork and noodle dish. So first thing we're gonna do for this dish is cook egg noodles. We're gonna bring this 4 quarts of heavily salted water to a boil, and then we're gonna cook them for half of the recommended time. So the ones that I have say 8 to 9 minutes. So we're gonna go just a little over 4 minutes. Pull them, rinse them under cold water so they're not fully cooked because they're gonna cook once we mix everything together and bake it. So we're just waiting for this water to come up to a boil. Once your water's come up to a boil, you can add your noodles. And then cook them for half the time the package recommends. Because we don't want to cook them all the way through. Like I said, they're gonna cook the rest of the way in the final bake. For the noodle dish, we want to do a dice on this part of our leftover pork. So real thin slices this way. And we're gonna take all our pork and throw it in this bowl. To this, we're gonna add a can of fire roasted corn, a can of Southwest corn, or I think Mexicorn is another. It's corn with the peppers in it. A can of Rotel, and a can of green chilies. Stir this up. Then we're gonna add about a cup of cheddar cheese, shredded, and 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. Well, that's unfortunate. And we stir this together. We want to preheat our oven to 375, and then we take those egg noodles that we cooked halfway through and then rinse in cold water so they would stop cooking, and we add them to this mixture. And we want to kind of fold them in gently. You don't want to break all your noodles and turn them into mush. And then we put our mixture into a pre-greased casserole dish. Then we want to cover this. and throw it in our 375 oven and bake covered for 20 minutes. So after 20 minutes, we take the foil off and we put it back in. Well, actually, we sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top and throw back in the oven for another 20 to 25 minutes. And back to our pork stir fry with garlic sauce. In a small bowl, we add a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, about 1.5 tablespoons of chopped, minced, or crushed garlic. Alternatively, if you're feeling lazy, you could use garlic paste. Teaspoon of rice wine vinegar, teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of chili oil. Come on, there we go. All right, and we mix. We set that aside. To a hot pan with a little bit of neutral oil. I'm using avocado. On high heat, we add 2 tablespoons of garlic and some red chili. At this point, you want to take some green onions, separate the whites from the greens, and then chop each into 1 to 2 inch pieces. As soon as your garlic gets a little bit golden brown and your peppers are starting to cook, we add in our pork, white parts of the green onions, and some broccoli chopped into bite-sized pieces. Now we add in our green onions, the green part, and our sauce. And we stir that in. Our cucumber seems to have disappeared. When your sauce is thickened and your veggies are tender, you can go ahead and kill the heat and you're ready to plate over some white rice. Let's get ready to land this plane. So we got our last piece of pork loin here. So I'm just gonna cut this into real thin slices here. We're gonna put these all in here. Now we gotta make our sauce. To a small bowl, we are going to add 1/4 cup of mayo, teaspoon of hoisin, teaspoon of sriracha. And we mix this. And then we take our rolls. These probably aren't the perfect rolls for banh mi, but they're the best I could find. You want like a crusty sort of Italian roll or crusty French roll. Not soft, so we're gonna go ahead and cut these like that. That's what we're looking for. This is what we got. Now, with our oven at 400, we're gonna go ahead and throw these in for 6 minutes. With a hot pan with a little bit of neutral oil, we're just gonna go ahead and sear our pork just a bit. So here's how we land this plane. We take one of these banh mi rolls right here, some of this sauce we made. We lay down our pork. Some of our carrot radish mix that we've been marinating for a while. And a few jalapenos that we threw into that same mixture. Add our cilantro there, and boom, there's our banh mi sandwich. Time for a bite. First, let's go with the pasta bake. Cheers. It's pretty good. I would say it's a little bland. I would add more seasoning the next time I make it, but I'll go ahead and put my recommendations in the recipe below. It's definitely not bad. It's good. The texture's great. It's got a lot of potential. I just think we could have put more seasoning in it. Because thinking back, we didn't add a lot of seasoning. We kind of relied on the ingredients to be the seasoning, but yeah, I would add a little bit more. But no, really good. Let's do this pork with garlic sauce. Cheers. That's amazing. We just took leftovers and made it into something amazing, and you could make this dish in under 15 minutes. So that one's a huge winner. Let's go with the banh mi sandwich. Cheers. I mean, if you've ever had a banh mi sandwich, you know, and this one definitely hits on all cylinders with a banh mi sandwich. It's cool to make something so good. Well, multiple things that are so good out of leftovers, but that one's definitely a winner as well. So that being said, let's see what Nash thinks. Come here, come here. Know what's a banh mi sandwich? Oh yeah, you like that, huh? How about some of our oh, come on, you can get it all. Oh, look at that. Oh, you like that pork with garlic sauce, huh, bud? How about the cheesy pork casserole? Oh, is that good? Oh, that's good, huh? Glad you enjoyed it. Nash approves. I approve. I think with a little bit more seasoning on that pasta, you got 3 solid winners on leftover pork dishes. And you could use beef or chicken in all 3 of these dishes as well. So whatever leftover you got. Or hey, if you're someone who doesn't enjoy meat as much as me, maybe like a tofu or something, I don't know. Probably won't be making any tofu videos anytime soon. All really good dishes. I highly recommend all of them. And I will put my additions to that pasta bake in the recipe below. So thank you so much for watching. If you wouldn't mind taking a second to like, subscribe, and share the show, it'd mean a lot to me. We'd really appreciate it. Also, if there's anything you want me to cook, you want me to make, and you want me and Nash to taste, drop it in the comments. Go check out our website, timschaoskitchen.com. You can also leave us comments there if there's something you want us to make. All that being said, just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, peace.